It's 8 of baseball's greatest sluggers in the ultimate game of power and crime. Who'll be this year's star among the legends of long ball?
Onto the Massachusetts Turnpike! Oh, no! Gone! Yowza! Forget about it!
Jambi has returned. Sosa wants to recapture his crown. And baseball's single-season home run king goes for the title of Home Run Derby champion.
Hit it hard, crack it out the park. Hit it hard, crack it out the park. Hit it hard, hit it hard. This one is on its way. Hit it hard, high and deep and
Welcome, everyone, to the Century 21 Home Run Derby 2002, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, where the legend of Henry Aaron, the all-time home run king, began and ended. 12 years of Milwaukee Brave, 2 years of Milwaukee Brewer. Hammer and Hank will forever loom larger than life. We're in spanking new Miller Park, where new memories are being forged here in Milwaukee. Some perhaps even tonight. Hello, everybody. I'm Chris Berman, and welcome to our Home Run Derby. It's a night of fun and marveling, certainly, in the Titanic blast. For all you baseball fans here, for all you baseball fans across America, for all you baseball fans across the world, ESPN is proud to welcome our broadcast team for the Home Run Derby as well. Say hello to one of the great second basemen of all time, Hall of Famer Joe Morgan, sitting along the third base dugout. And a soon-to-be Hall of Famer, one of the great catchers this game has ever known. Met, Dodger, and oh yes, Florida Marlin. Do you remember? Yes, Mike Piazza. You fans here in Milwaukee, you fans all over Wisconsin, are you ready to unfreeze the frozen tundra? Are you fans up here behind home plate? Are you ready back there? You fans down the left field line, are you ready up there? You fans down the right field line and in right center field, are you ready up there? Are you ready for some long ball? We thought so. Let's meet our 8 combatants. Sorry for the pun. Tonight, batting first from the Chicago White Sox with 20 homers and 71 ribbies at the break already, Paul Konerko. Batting second at 6'7", he's a must-see every time he comes to the plate. 45 homers last year, 19 this year, from your Milwaukee Brewers, Richie Sexson. That's what we call the home crowd advantage, huh? From the amazing first place Minnesota Twins, a nightly high right reel in the outfield, 20 homers at the break, Torrey Hunter. From down the road a piece at Wrigley. Only 8 times has there been a 60 home run season. He's got 3 of them. 66, 63, and 64. 28 this year means he'll be at 500 by Labor Day. From the Chicago Cubs, Sammy "Say It Ain't Sosa." What a show we put on in the Home Run Derby last year in Seattle. MVP of the American League 2 years ago, second in the voting last year in Oakland. Now at first base for the New York Yankees, 22 homers at the break, batting 5th tonight, Jason Giambi.
You got a rough crowd here, dog.
One of the true rising stars from the Houston Astros. 55 doubles last year, the most ever by a switch hitter in the major leagues. Oh, by the way, he leads the majors this year in homers with 29. From the Stros, Lance Berkman.
Okay.
He's breaking all the shortstop records every swing, but that's only the beginning. 40 or more homers the last 4 years, including 52 last season. 27 already this year from the Texas Rangers, Alex Rodriguez.
What's up, big man? Good luck. Big Daddy.
So you know who's hitting dead last, because last season he put together one of the greatest single-season batting performances of all time, which is why he won his 4th and unprecedented MVP. 73 home runs. Are you kidding me? 27 this year means he's 6 shy of 600. From the San Francisco Giants, Barry Bonds. Gentlemen, let the long ball begin. Coming up, Sammy Sosa. And the single-season home run king, Barry Bonds, against the field of baseball's greatest sluggers in the Century 21 Home Run Derby.
In a perfect world, your home would get smaller when the kids move out.
Mabel!
In the real world, there's Century21.com.
ESPN's presentation of the 2002 Century 21 Home Run Derby, brought to you by Century 21, the official real estate organization of Major League Baseball, and in part by eTops.com, where your love for sports can pay dividends, and Toyota, get the feeling.
Well, they're revved up here in Milwaukee, guys, and the beauty of the Home Run Derby is that there aren't a lot of rules. However, as we look at a hot, humid day in which Mike and Joe will tell us the balls are traveling here at Miller Park. Joe and Mike, I don't think you knew if this part of the rule book existed. Now, look, let's open it up. It's a page you haven't read, Joe. Rule 1101, swing hard, right, in this thing? Every swing is a home run or an out, right? So it's real simple. You know, those are pretty simple rules, don't you think, Joe?
Well, they're pretty simple. I don't think this is going to be a simple contest. I think we're going to see a lot of big flies tonight.
Mike, you took batting practice, obviously, with the National League. What'd you feel?
Well, in the immortal words of Walt Reniak, it's a shooting gallery. The ball was just jumping out of here. I was astounded. I mean, you know, with some balls that are hit off the scoreboard. I call it the dartboard now, because I think balls are going to be bouncing off that thing.
I think Sammy Sosa took a chip way out of the top of the scoreboard. Bonds was peppering it. But you know what? We're going to start with Paul Konerko, who maybe not so quietly anymore, with 20 homers and 71 RBIs. Guy that
calling any sliders
came of age a couple of years ago when the White Sox won their division, but he's a better hitter now, Joe, isn't he?
Well, he's become a much better hitter in that I think he's learned a lot being in Chicago, going the other way a little bit. You know, he uses the entire field now, whereas before he's pretty much a pull hitter in the National League.
Yeah. He's a legitimate Triple Crown candidate. No question in my mind. And he's developed hitting keys all over the field. Other way. Great opposite field power, as Joe mentioned.
So remember, a swing is either a home run or an out. It's gone. He's on the board.
I don't know if you could say break the ice, maybe break the humidity, right?
I don't like
Please.
to bring this up, Mike, but I was calling the home run contest before you became a broadcaster.
I know.
And I was still waiting for you to get one.
That's why I became a broadcaster, Joe.
Here's a fly, but then even in this hazy sky, that's not going to get there. So all 8 guys have the 10 outs, and the top 4 move on to the second round regardless of league. It's really that simple. Now, we should point out, right, that a 480-foot homer and a 360-foot homer count the same.
Well, they count the same, but they're not the same in this contest.
Well, I
you get a few more oohs and ahs for the long one, like that.
This one's going back to left, back, and oh, man.
See, if this one just barely goes over, you're not going to hear as much excitement as you heard on that one.
They might change the rules next year. Anything that scrapes the back of the wall may not count. Distance matters.
We got out there Muggsy, Gary Allenson pitching, one-time Red Sox catcher. Is that his
Also, secret catchers throw the best BP, right?
Normally they do. You're exactly right. Well, they're used to sticking the ball up behind their ear, and you can see it out of their hand very well.
How about him? We're going to catch so many of these shots of the players sitting down like little leaguers, the all-stars. You know, just watching, kind of waiting for the big show. Don't you feel, Mike and Joe? I mean, it's kind of one of the nicest sights we see all year. The players sitting out, maybe many of them with their youngsters, many of them just kind of meeting new teammates for the first time. This one down the left field and gone.
I got to swing easy with this thing. It's a lot.
So 3 for Konerko, and he's got 5 outs to go. This one should go to left. Back it goes. Got the stroke going.
That's it. His first time, too. He's making a great showing. Usually, take it from me. First time, it's usually the toughest.
That one was absolutely powdered. You know, it's not that far from Milwaukee to Chicago. You think he's going home with that pitch?
He's trying to get the glass there, a hockey ball.
Oh!
Might have the glass.
He may have it.
There you go.
You're the baseball swami, Mike Piazza. Wow.
Now you're going to tell me that one doesn't get more oohs and ahs than a 360-footer?
I know that, Joe. Oh, is this state fair? Missed it by that much.
That looked like an Al McGinnis slap shot off the glass.
Yeah.
6th home of the one off the glass went 473, boys.
That's me right there.
Yeah, but that's just warming up.
I know.
We will have one longer than 470.
What was your longest one, Mike? Do you know?
I think I had one that was 490.
Yeah,
I did that all weekend right there. That was fun.
And you had about 3 or 5 that were.
Got under it just a little.
How about yours, Joe?
We're not. I'm not. I was one of those scrapers you're talking
Right, but they all counted the
They
same.
count,
You see?
Well, in the game they do, but not in the home run derby.
Joe went to buggy.
Oh, just missed it.
I can't go over there.
Konerko said he can't go in the right
That's
center.
That's it. Joe, you used to be able to hang some laundry on your shots. Some lines.
Oh man, that pummeled the wall. So he's got one more out, if you will, one more non-home run to add to the total of 6. Tell you what, though, that's a pretty good start when you're the first guy out of the chutes with 6 for Paul Konerko. Getting some high fives from his teammate. Rich Eisen's got good wheels, going to catch up with him. Richie.
All right, Paul, apparently those people up there liked the air conditioning. You nearly gave them a little more of the heat.
Yeah, well, ball's flying tonight. There's going to be a lot of them, I think. You know, I got great pitches to hit, and that's the hardest part about this. You get good pitches, you can hit some out.
Clearly, you didn't feel the pressure being the first person to hit.
I felt all the pressure in the world. It's pretty nerve-wracking out here. I'm glad to be done.
Paul, not letting him see everybody sweat there, Chris.
That makes one of us, Rich, that's for sure. And so next up, the hometown hero, Richie Sexson, who can hit monster blasts. A good start for Konerko, guys. This is his second one. A little more of an uppercut than you might do it right in a regular game.
Well, I think the ones who always win are the guys who really do not have to change their stroke too often. That's why, you know, Ken Griffey Jr. was so good. But if you get a little slight uppercut is what you need.
Here comes the bomb.
Stays behind the ball really well.
Really well.
Doesn't go out to get it. Just uses his hands.
So 6 for the pride of the Chicago White Sox, Paul Konerko. We're going to have an all Midwest start. Konerko, then Sexson, then Hunter, and then Sosa. All Midwest. And Miller Park, his second year that Miller Park has replaced Old County Stadium, and the Brewer fans enjoying every bit of it. And here are the dimensions, and Robin Yount helped design this park, and it's not really in the home run derby, but down the line, a lot of room for doubles and triples more than homers, isn't it, guys?
Well, the way the ball carries here, though, the 345, it's probably like 330. So, I mean, it does carry well here.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. You do need a good outfielder out there. There is some room, but on the same note, you get it up in the jet stream, it's gonna fly out of here.
Well, and then if you hit it to those signs, $1 million. Now, admittedly, that's kind of high to hit. 500, hit it here or hit it there, but we say that, and that's below where Konerko hit, right?
Exactly. In
so
left field.
So maybe someone gets $1.2 million on his blast, right?
Very possible. Plus interest.
And these 8 individuals, they have a great shot tonight. Regional winners of the Century 21 Home Run Derby sweepstakes. Each winner has been randomly paired with one of the sluggers in tonight's contest. The lucky person paired with the winner of this year's Derby will win $250,000 to the purchase of a new home. Luis Gonzalez won it for his contestant last year. He's here as an all-star, but not in the Home Run Derby. And now the pride of Milwaukee, 6'7", Richie Sexson with a standing O.
Well, you talk about pressure. He's under a lot of pressure now.
Yeah. Some of the longest arms I think I've ever seen on a slugger like that.
Does he stand close to the plate?
He's not really close. He's just, for a big guy, he's actually a really good low ball hitter, which is rare, you know. Usually guys like that will hit the ball up over the plate, not down. What's up, dude? What's going on?
Jason Johnby's joining us. The beauty of us calling it from down here on the field is that we're going to get a couple of the players. And this is here's Sexson night. Hey, Jason. How are we?
Great. I'm outstanding. Just getting loose in the cage.
You're not going to hit underneath? Oh, you are. You ready to go?
I'm ready to go now. Alex and I went underneath.
How was batting practice?
It was good. The ball's flying out of this place, boy.
Now, you told me. I don't want to pick a number, but you thought, what, you have 13, 14 last year in the first time, and that's nothing? That's not going to do it?
Well, I want to try to do more. I'm not going to do the strategy. I'm just going to let it fly.
Just let it go,
Just let it fly. Because Barry was screaming at me last year, going, shut it down, you're in the next round. I kind of petered out after that.
Well, I think that is the point, because after taking so many swings and hitting so many home runs last year, you didn't do as well in the final round, and I'm sure it was because you were fatigued a little bit.
I remember, too, in '96 when Barry, I think, beat McGuire, and McGuire was swinging and ran out of gas, and Barry was just, you know, popping him out of there with his hands.
Yeah, just quick hands. Touching him. Just touching him.
Just tapping him. Just tapping him out of here. Spanking the baby's bottom.
I'm going to say, we may have to call for a relief pitcher here.
Well, I tell you what, Either that or the Brewers are going to sign him.
It's getting sawed off a little bit. He might be turning the ball over.
Yeah, Mike can even tell you, it's tough when you start pulling that cage away and get out there being a homer. It's a different world, man. I mean, that cage is pulled away and you got everybody watching. It's a different world.
You had to bring up Mike, right? Mike is going for the contest.
No,
he has never hit one.
That's why I'm over here.
Yeah.
That's why I'm over here. I keep getting reminded of that for some reason.
There's one.
That's a scud right there.
Richie Sexton is on the board. Wow.
Hey, Jason. When Mike was in the contest, he was killing him in batting practice. They pulled the cage away, like you said, and then he decided to come over here and work with me.
No.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, though. I put my money on him anytime and during the game.
Thank you.
That's when they count, though, anyway.
For some reason, I jammed myself. I don't know why. Well, he just hit a rocket. He's running out of outs. So.
Let me, hey, Joe, let me ask you. Let's go back to a young Dave Kingman. Does the physique remind you of Kingman?
Yeah, very similar. Real tall. Dave had that severe uppercut, though.
Oh.
You didn't want to get Dave Kingman in a home run contest in batting practice because he had everything in the air.
And far.
Yeah.
My favorite Kingman story was he was on 4 different teams in the 4 different divisions and hit a homer for all of them in one season. That's hard to do.
Yeah, it is. Holy
a record that'll never be broken.
It looks like the pitcher, it looks like the balls, he's throwing a cutter. Most of the balls have been down and away.
Then you got to go offense with that.
Yeah.
That's his third base coach, Muggsy, Gary Allison. That'll bring some Wisconsin rain.
Wow.
Yeah, baby. That's 2.
That looked like a punt.
Yeah, that's an anytime great guy right there.
Well, Lambeau's not that far from here, Mike.
No kidding. The tough thing is, I think you got to get on the board with a few early, and now he's running out of outs, and it's tough.
That's right. Yeah, you got to get him early and get that rhythm going and just starting to hit him out.
You know, Sexton had the first game-winning home run ever at this park last April when they opened it up against Cincinnati. He's got that. You can't take that away. He wants to get into the next round. Konerko started with 6. He's got to get moving.
Again, I think because Richie likes the ball more down than up, it is tough for BP for him to hit the ball out of the ballpark, just like that.
I tell you what, anyone who got an outfield seat but didn't bring a glove,
that's a bad move.
Yeah.
Or a catcher's mask, one or the other.
Joe, you think we're going to have that camera on the mound during regular season games for Sunday Night Baseball?
Jeez.
Then you guys could really call balls and strikes out there.
Oh, that's what they want. This goes after the blimp. What? He's got 1 more out. Here's our shot. Oh, I got that one. Back. They got the gloves up there. Jason, can you believe you're in? I mean, I know, look, you're MVP, et cetera, but you come to something like this, you watch all this. You believe you're in a contest like this against Barry Bonds, Sammy Sosa?
No, not at all. Especially, there's another one for him. He's living on that last out and keep it going. But no, you know, I never thought it was a fluke that I got in last year in Seattle because somebody didn't want to do it and they asked me last minute, and you know, there I did with a single round record.
Wow. The ball's hit very hard.
Yeah.
That one.
So a great 2-out rally, huh, boys?
It's hanging tough.
Oh, yeah. This will tie him with Konerko. See ya. Oh, my God. Halfway up the tower. Bernie Brewer almost got plunked.
He's feeling a little sassy now.
3 in a row for Sexton to all of a sudden put the charge in the Brewhouse. That last one was 480, boys.
That's some distance right there. 480. Got to throw a soft tossing up there.
That's a lob wedge.
Tell you what, even 480 Canadian is not bad.
You're right.
Ooh. But a big 9-out rally for Richie Sexson, who is up there with Konerko with a 6-pack, or dare I say in Miller Park, a 6-pack. Jason Jambi, thanks.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Good luck, man.
14, that's a big number to shoot for.
Hey, but you can see
let's go to Rich Eisen. Richie.
All right, Richie, did you really have the weight of Wisconsin on your shoulders there?
A little bit, yeah. It's definitely unlike anything I've ever experienced. The fans are obviously great here. They get really involved with, all our sports and stuff. So it's sure going to be a memorable moment no matter what happens.
480 feet. Did you think you had it in you?
Just adrenaline got going a little bit. So and the ball's flying right now. So we felt we had a chance.
All right, Richie Sexson of the Milwaukee Brewers with 6 home runs.
All right, Rich and Richie, that was a thrill. You dug in a little bit, became a little more selective.
Well, it's like Mike said, he likes the ball down. I mean, the ones that he hit the farthest were the ones that were down.
Ooh. That's number 5. Let me see the one that Bernie went into Bernie's tank. Here it is.
Oy.
How about this one, boys?
That ball's crushed. That ball's absolutely crushed right
You know, those mascots are taking turns sliding down Bernie Brewer's chute. They almost all got taken out there. Torrey Hunter of the Twins as we begin Chicago, Milwaukee, Minnesota, and Chicago, where we have seen the first 2 batters, Konerko and Richie Sexson, hit 6 home runs on a night that the ball is just flying out of here in the land of beer and brats. We, and I say we, the baseball community, really America, lost. Well, the president said it. Not only a great ball player, but a great American. Man that served his country for 5 years, flying in 2 different wars. And oh, by the way, Ted Williams had 521 home runs, 1,839 RBIs, lifetime average of 344, and the last man in 1941 to hit 400 at 406. Ted Williams, a man that touched everyone who ever played the game, and 2 of the best are sitting here to my right, Joe Morgan and Mike Piazza. Mike, I want to start with you because you met him as a teenager, right?
Yeah.
With this book?
I was so fortunate. Ted was in my area doing an appearance, and my father being close with Tommy, got to know a real good friend of his, a scout named Dave Liberatore, and Ted was so gracious to come over to my house because he was so passionate about hitting, and it was an amazing experience for me. I mean, I was just so fortunate that that happened. It was a turning point in my life, obviously in my career, and he just was so passionate about hitting, and is obviously the father of modern day hitting as far as the science, the analysis, and the videotape. All that is because of him, because he did turn it into a science.
Joe, you had a great quote this week, one of many, is that when he went to Cooperstown, he legitimized every one of you being there. You felt that way.
Well, if you always look to see if Ted was there first. I mean, he was the first guy you looked for. If Ted was there, it was Hall of Fame weekend. That made it special.
Well, he made the game of baseball special for so many. And you just wonder, as Torrey Hunter of the Minnesota Twins step up, you just wonder. I know guys are injured, etc., but flying planes in World War II and Korea. Would we have seen 2,000 RBIs? Very likely. 600-something home runs? Very likely.
He's a real-life John Wayne, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, he typified everything that America stands for,
That you admire, really.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
Torrey Hunter, gone. The only thing I'll say is he rooted for guys to hit 400. He liked the modern player, didn't he?
Well, he liked the players, but I don't think anyone's going to hit 400.
No, I know that. I think you're right. Torrey Hunter of the Minnesota Twins, who really has come into his own with a ball that almost hit our ESPN Sports Center and Baseball Tonight set.
We were talking just before the contest started about Torrey Hunter, Mike and I, and Mike said he can rake. You're getting a good example of it. These are line drive home runs.
Well, he's got 20 homers at the break. He had 27 last year. He was the #1 pick of the Twins back in '93. from Pine Bluff, Arkansas. Won a Gold Glove last year, and man, can he play the outfield. You guys know that.
I never had the fortune of seeing Willie Mays play, but I think there's some similarities there as far as just defensively and offensively.
Well, he definitely can go get him.
Yeah. I mean, that's a tough comparison, of course, but this game is based on the comparisons, and I think that everything he can do on the field is exciting.
He's one of the reasons why the Minnesota Twins are not only have a pretty big lead in first place, but maybe going a little stronger than some people thought. He's one of those guys that all kind of grew up together at Fort Myers and Single A and New Britain, and worked up the way. Two of my favorite stops, Fort Myers and the New Britain
there you go.
Cats.
Man, he can hit it hard. Look at, even their line drives. He's not getting enough elevation. Every ball he's hit could have gone out. He's just not getting elevation on it. There's one.
Got under that a little, didn't he, guys?
Still carrying out there.
Whoa!
The track.
I can't believe it went that far.
Yeah.
Lance Berkman, who leads the majors in homers. Not Bonds, not Sosa, but Berkman at 29. Coming up in a couple. That one may have some legs to right center. And, oh, yeah. That had legs like a centipede. A lot of them.
It's Oppage juice. And again, he's not going to hit the long 500-foot blast, but his balls are going to get out of there on a clothesline.
He hits the ball hard. You can see that. Ball jumps off his bat.
Just goes after it.
How about a guy like him in his first All-Star game? I mean, you guys remember yours? I mean, they weren't necessarily home run.
You never forget your first All-Star game, or your first at bat in the major leagues.
Where was yours, Joe?
My first All-Star game, I was injured. I was selected to start in St. Louis, so I didn't play. The first one I actually played in was in Cincinnati, the one where Pete Rose actually ran over the catcher, over Ray Fosse, to score the winning run. I pinch hit, actually, and I got a base hit, and I scored the tying run in that ball game.
Big rally in the ninth that game, winning 3 runs, right?
Yeah.
Now I'm going to surprise you.
Roberto Clemente drove me in with a sacrifice.
Yeah, but I'm going to surprise you. Dick Dietz hit a homer in the 9th inning of that game,
right.
didn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, just pulled that one out. He was a giant, Joe. Well, Torrey gave it his best shot. He's so good with the glove, and those Minnesota Twins are in first, and he's a big reason why. Nice young man. Torrey, 27 years of age.
Well, he's more of a line drive hitter than he is, a fly ball hitter. His home runs are line drives.
Torrey right there going opposite field. Just staying behind the ball and just hitting the scud to right.
That was fun. I got 3, baby.
Well, Torrey had 3, but you know who's coming. A guy who, as we said in the beginning, by Labor Day is going to be at 500 lifetime home runs. Sammy Sosa. Well, this is the scoreboard so far. Paul Konerko and Richie Sexton with 6, Torrey Hunter with 3, but now a name you certainly would expect in this home run derby. Sammy Sosa, who won it 2 years ago with that shot off the transformer in Atlanta. And this is during batting practice, guys. How far is this?
That's far.
The other was 473. That's a little longer.
And as he took out that chunk of the scoreboard, this is what Sammy has done this year. All right, he's passed Carl Yastrzemski, Dave Winfield, Junior Griffey, Jose Canseco, and just recently passed the 475 barrier of Willie Stargell and Stan the Man Musial. So now, just Lou Gehrig is the last man to pass on the way to 500 home runs, and he's done like half of it the last 4.5 years, guys.
Unbelievably consistent when it comes to hitting. Power hitting as well. I mean, he goes out of here, hits 60 home runs. I mean, what can you say?
How do you attempt to pitch him?
You just hope that he pops it up, basically, or, I don't really think there's a weakness in his zone. I mean, he can hit the ball down, he can hit the ball up. Breaking balls. I mean, I think, again, someone made a mention, or at least when he started loading up on that back foot, he used to be a straight, like a stiff type of leg hitter, and now he loads up, and it's just extremely tough to fool him. So you just kind of hope that he's cold that day.
About 3 years ago, or 4 years ago, I guess now, he moved off the plate a little bit.
Yeah.
I think that gave him a little more confidence that he didn't have to protect the inside part of the plate, so he can handle balls out over the plate better.
Oh.
That's just a hello shot from Sammy Sosa. I'm here.
That's an appetizer.
Sammy last year at 425 total bases. That's the best total in the majors since Stan Musial in 48.
Jeez.
You know, he's got 28 home runs so far this year. 15 of them have been to right field. And that's the new Sammy Sosa. I mean, he's hitting a lot of balls. When you pitch him away, he goes the other way and hits it out of the ballpark.
Seems like a long time ago that the White Sox traded him across town in '92 for George Taco Bell, doesn't it? Oops.
Well, the thing with Sammy is that he enjoys this.
Yeah.
And like we were talking, there's a lot of pressure on the new guys coming in, but he just loves this.
He swings hard, but it's controlled.
Right.
You know what I mean? He really swings hard, but he's not like his head's flying out. He's staying on the ball. He's turning around his center. And just every year rakes.
In the last 3 years, he's hit over 300.
Yeah.
Joining us now, wait a minute, leaving us now is this shot by Sosa. Oh, it's over the restaurant in the upper deck.
Told you that first shot was just an appetizer, little foie gras.
He's winning. That's a true big play.
Oh, now we're getting to the meat.
Man.
496. Is that good? Yeah, that's good Mexican, not even Canadian. Joining us now is the starting pitcher of the National League, Curt Schilling, who, for once, you don't have to pitch to Sosa, huh, Curt?
Yeah, you know what? This is all fun and games for Mike. I get to Joe sit here and laugh, but I've actually got to face all these guys in the same lineup tomorrow. That's not funny. That's unbelievable. Sammy's locked. That first one, he like just centered that ball.
How do you try to work him? Mike just said try to pop him up. I mean, do you ever?
Well, you try to take advantage of his aggressiveness and go from there. He's so strong. Like a lot of the guys now, you know, they're not only hitting 320, they're hitting 50 homers.
I think that's the thing I've said that surprised me the most. Normally, guys, if they were sluggers, they didn't hit 320.
Well, George Foster,
right?
You know, 270, 260, 50 homers. Now guys are hitting 340
and hitting 50 homers, 40 homers.
Well, the game's all skewed for offense anyway.
There we go.
You want the 18-inch mound?
Yeah. Oh, the size of the mound is irrelevant.
Right.
I want a 24-inch plate.
It is.
It depends on how you're swinging.
Sammy with 2 homers and 4 outs. Very selective. I mean, he wants to
win.
Yes. There's no question about that.
That's got to go.
Out of the stadium or?
Oh, man. That is good. That's still going.
It's Plinko.
Oh, look at mine.
Oh, my goodness.
It almost defies belief, doesn't it? He put on a show in Atlanta a couple of years ago that I thought was the greatest that I'd ever seen. I mean, it was just, he just kept hitting them farther and farther, and it was unbelievable.
I thought that his show in Atlanta and McGuire in Boston were the 2 most amazing things I've ever seen.
McGuire in Boston, that was awesome too.
You know, that last one, he didn't get all of it. It only went 480.
That's because there was something physical standing in the way of the ball.
Nice.
That's who won it last year, beating Sosa. Miguel Tejada, one of the 5 shortstops picked by Joe Torre. I wonder whether 4 of those guys could play the infield for an out or 2. Tejada at first. Omar, Jeter, A-Rod, maybe a Vizquel. Well, maybe not behind the plate.
Well, with the skills that they all have, they can play any place on the infield.
I wonder if Joe can. Oh!
Who has to follow this is the question. Who's the next guy?
Zombie's next.
Well, good guy to follow.
.502, boys.
It's like a Nolan Ryan fastball. Crack 500. It's tough to get over that. Jeez. It's out of the game.
There we go. I like that.
Roll it over. Turn over and take two.
Topping ground ball double play.
Vladimir Guerrero. Yeah, this is a show, isn't it?
This is like the fastest car in high school competition. You know, and it's funny because you can tell the difference between the guys that are in this for the first time and the guys that have been here.
Right.
Sammy's here to win it. I mean, you can tell by the way he's approaching his at-bats. The other guys are nervous, and
they want to get it over with.
Well, when the crowd gets into, especially for Richie, in front of his home crowd.
Oh, man! Back! Another one in the upper deck! Now, the longest balls hit here, and I know it's only been open a year and a half, are 475, a couple of them, and these...
Which is 2 feet farther than the shortest one today.
Right.
Why do they have the regular wall? That's what I'm trying to
Yeah, what is that for?
What is that for?
The game's skewed for offense, I'm telling you.
How far?
520. That's 520 feet.
I just want to know what that feels like once. Take the zero off. That's my best ball.
You're never going to know.
No. Look, I can throw one, though. I've thrown one.
Well, all this said and done, he still needs another home run to tie.
Yeah. I think it's a pretty safe bet.
Well, yeah, I hope so, but you never know.
Amazing.
Because he's one of those guys, like this goof sitting next to me. He can miss it and still hit a home run. Anywhere.
However, Joe, he does have the lead in oohs and ahs.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He's the winner in that every year, isn't he?
Yeah, pretty much.
There it is, 6-4-3.
You love that.
No, because the shortstop's in the hole, so
No, he's
it's actually
winning
two
the
RBIs.
race.
We're gonna end up taking batting practice for the game tomorrow. Just go straight from this into BP for tomorrow. Sit right here, bring some fellow out.
Now, if he gets the 6, he's almost assured. He is assured of.
Right.
Not really, almost assured,
he would
because
be. He has more home runs than both Sexton and Konerko.
right, that would be the tiebreaker if you're tied. But you know what? We'll worry about that at that moment.
Which should be soon.
Yeah.
What kills me is I sit here and watch these guys keyhole balls right down the middle and take them and look at them. And I try to throw like 94 on the black away, and they line it into the right field gap. Unbelievable.
They're going to have to change the rules soon. Just add up the total distance. And total distance.
Right.
Divided by pi. To the cubed root.
I like it.
And you have the
Pythagoras theorem coming into play.
Bill James could come up with a theory, some mathematical formula that would calculate offensive output in the home run derby.
Pi and square roots, I think that's great.
Popped it up. He popped that ball up.
Yeah, there it goes.
That's a joke.
Oh, man.
That is unbelievable. That right there, I mean, that was a pop-up.
That's not Gautier, though.
No.
See, the problem is, he thinks that the plane. Yeah, no, Franco throws that back in.
On the lifeguard seat.
That's the thing now for me, pitching, the sound. I'll throw a pitch, and the bat will make a weird sound. He'll be like, all right, that's a pop-up. And then the people are wrestling over in the aisle.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. I'm the pitcher, dude. I'm allowed to do that.
You're right.
Oh, man. This one is all the way to Lambeau Field.
Get out of the stadium. Oh, there it is. Just keep.
The ball just exploded off his bat. The ball, like the guy who won the Preakness. The horse just exploded.
I am so glad I'm pitching for the National League.
Hey, Mike. The ball just exploded.
Explode.
Oh, my goodness. Let's just stop it. Let's all go get dinner.
Right.
Just give Sammy.
We haven't had Bonds yet.
Oh, man. I'm worn out already. I got whiplash. I have to ice down my neck.
That's
what? That's a homer.
Oh! That's why they have this inner fence, Mike, so that's a home run.
No kidding.
I know what those look like.
That was our audio man almost. Wow, that's Mr. Ricochet out there.
You might move some chicklets around with that one.
You can't. If I think I got enough, I'm quitting that in the first round. The rest.
Kidding.
This has got to be. But you got 4 guys behind you. So.
Right.
Oh, there it goes. Back. That's in Fond du Lac.
Those mascots got rug burn.
They're each homer, they're taking a slide. There, Philly Fanatic is next.
5-1-2.
5-12, so 3 over 500 feet.
That's just to get me over right there. 5-12. Yawner.
Now, the longest ball ever hit in Milwaukee is believed to be Cecil Fielder, and I'll explain.
Oh.
Except until now. Oh, man, open up all the windows.
Sammy's in heaven right now.
Oh, my God.
That's unbelievable.
Jason Job is next. He's going to get stiff waiting. He took batting practice.
5-24.
Was that career homers or was that distance?
It's almost about the same.
Right.
Sammy with 478 lifetime homers. Yeah, this guy figures he won the house already. The Cub guy, right?
Yeah. He's already thinking about furniture.
Sammy better save some.
We got to call ESPN. I think we're going overtime.
Right.
We got to get a bonus for this or something.
We can work that in, Mike. Joe can do that.
No, I can't.
Joe, you got that pull. I know you got it. You got to be kidding me.
How high can this possibly go?
That ball got in on it.
Oh!
That ball was not off the barrel.
Now, you know, there's a good thing the roof is open, Joe. 11 homers in the first round. Jambi's 14 last year is the record, if you will. They've been doing this derby since the 80s. 6 in a row.
I'm impressed.
We still got to play them one more time.
Plus,
No kidding.
he's wearing out, you're right, pitch count becomes a factor, right?
Yeah, for this BP guy. He's out for the second half.
Yeah, we told you 14 last year. McGuire at 13 in the first round at Fenway in '99. Those are the ones you remember. Larry Walker had a couple when he had 9.
That's a ball. If he takes it, it's a ball.
Ted Williams. He just took a pitch. It was a ball.
Oh, the dead center field. Could this hit the board? Could this take off more particles? It's above the scoreboard.
Right now, Bud's saying it's a $2 million to fix your board right there.
We've got insurance. We've got insurance.
Oh, man.
Wow. He almost hit himself.
Don't hit the Fanavision.
That hit, I don't believe where that is.
He almost hit himself.
Now, how do they say 502 for that and 512? I just think it's pick up 3 numbers, 500 plus.
Oh, that was coming down.
Oh, yeah.
In Madison.
Sheboygan.
Oh.
That's gone.
What's the matter with him?
Wow.
Unbelievable. 5 over 500 feet. 8 over 480 feet. 12 homers for Sammy. Say it is Sosa.
Go get him, Jason.
He's with Rich Eisen. Rich.
All right, Sammy Sosa. I think everyone here is wondering, did you get all of it?
Well, Miss Capo. That's what I'm very not happy with myself. I think I just trying to do the best that I can for the fans. It's a privilege to be here. it's a privilege to
say
hear all the fans.
Baseball been very, very good to me.
And I'm so happy to put on the show for the fans.
So in other words, look out second round.
Definitely, I just start to get it warm up.
All right, there you have it.
Kurt Schilling, you heard it. He wasn't happy with himself. Hard to believe, huh, boys?
That was dripping in sarcasm.
All right, baby.
All right, let's see some of these again. Over 500 feet.
Well, I mean, they're all going to look similar because he takes the same hard cut, and then it's just a matter of whether he hits it dead center or a little bit off center. I mean, each swing looks very similar.
Wow.
Now you know what the guys at Fort Sumter felt like.
Look at that. He steps away. That's a beautiful takeaway right there.
He takes, my goodness. You go right past awe into laughter.
Look at that.
I mean, we're not speechless very often here, Joe. Look at the players, huh? Here's our chart. But actually, I didn't think we had that much yellow ink.
That is. I need a couple of shells, 2 clicks to the right.
That looks like John Madden's
Kurt Schilling, good luck tomorrow.
Thank you, guys. I had a blast.
Sammy Sosa has lit him up, but Jason Johnny says, hey, it's my turn. Don't go away. Milwaukee, where Sammy Sosa has just hit parts of the park that we did not, frankly, knew existed. His 12 homers now give him the lead halfway through the first round. Paul Konerko, Richie Sexton with 6, Torrey Hunter with 3, and now the heavy metal. Jason Giambi, Lance Berkman, Alex Rodriguez will join us in a moment here in the booth, and Barry Bonds. Coming up next here on ESPN, more action. The 2002 Radio Shack MLB All-Star Celebrity Softball Game. You say big deal, right? Well, George Brett's in it, Ozzie Smith's in it, Don Mattingly's in it, gold medalist Peekaboo Street's in it, Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s in it. Plus a special performance by the Counting Crows Radio Shack All-Star Celebrity Softball Game following us right here on ESPN. Now, Sosa had 12, but last season in Seattle, Jason Giambi had the any-round record with 14. And Joe and Mike, we remember, I mean, he had the groove going, did he not? As we look at some of his shots last year.
Well, one of the things about all these hitters, they're all such great hitters. If they get in a groove and they get the same pitch over and over, they're going to deposit it just about the same place. So it's a matter of which pitches you get to hit.
So Jason comes to the plate with 22 homers thus far this year. You see 38, 43, and 33 the years before that. Last year with almost 50 doubles. I mean, the guy is just, he's raised his batting average all 6 years he's been in the majors. Boy, the 9th guy ever to do that. Now, the bad news, he had 342 last year. It's going to be hard to keep going up.
Come on, baby.
Alex Rodriguez joins us in the booth. I feel like I'm working, Joe, with our only sidekicks ever, Mike and then A-Rod. The guys have done it. Nice. Welcome back. Welcome home.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
How about that show by Sammy?
I'll tell you what, that was unbelievable. I mean, that's what the All-Star Game is all about. And I don't know why they want us to hit after that performance.
I know. I said, let's go to the buffet. Man.
That's it.
I mean, look, you know about Sammy. You've seen him hit, but there are parts of this park that we didn't know existed.
It almost makes it look like he's using a driver and we're using a 7-iron or something. I mean, it's not fair, but he's just he's got an incredible swing, and the ball just jumps off his bat like I've never seen anything before.
So what are you trying to do as we zero in on Jason here? In this one, will it have enough legs? It probably
will get there.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit like Mike. I'm not real good at this home run derby stuff.
Just a paltry 390. What's wrong with him? How dare he?
They all count, though,
no
right,
kidding.
Joe?
Yeah, they count in this contest.
Alex, I will ask you this. You know,
it's more like it right there.
You actually, last year in Seattle, you weren't sure what that whole deal was going to be like, and it all changed in the home run derby for you. I'm not saying they don't boo you when you come in as a Ranger, but it changed on this night last year, didn't it?
Yeah, you know what? And it got gradually better as we went along, and I think I have a lot to thank you about it because you had a great introduction.
Thank you.
And that was a turning point. I think as I go back now, the fans are still, you know, they're still.
We're a divisional rival.
Absolutely, but it's fun. It's not like it was last year where it was, you know, a little tougher.
It's too much drama.
Yeah.
Well, can Jason provide some drama here, huh? He's doing it at 435, the last one. Certainly, the Yankee fans were booing him the first few weeks. That didn't take long for that to wear off, huh?
Just takes that first game-winning home run and get it going.
Sends it way back to right center, and oh man, that's a second deck. And you know, his biggest home run that he hit thus far as a Yankee was when it was raining and there were like 2,000 people left in the park against the Twins.
Little more in, Willow.
Salami.
Little more
Seen
in.
by the least Yankee fans ever to see one of his homers. And that kind of won him over for good.
Did you hear Jason?
Yeah.
I like that. He said a little more in. Tell him the batting back pitcher where he wants it. A little more in. That one's a little too far in. Where do you like the ball, A-Rod? Where are you gonna tell your guy to throw it?
I like it, like you said, middle in, but right down the middle is good because I like to get my arms extended and see if I can. I'm not trying to pull balls. I'm trying to go right up the middle and get through the ball and see whatever happens, happens.
John B to right, back. Oh, just missed.
I'll tell you, Joe, Jason's one of the best the best hitter I've ever played against consistently. Obviously, we were in the West, so we played a lot against each other, but I've never seen a hitter who has the power, the consistency, and this guy never swings at a ball. And he can still hit 45 home runs with a 340 batting average. He's just amazing.
You know what I remember? His last game was in Oakland A, Game 5, and the Yankees 4 for 4.
Yeah.
And it was like they didn't win it, but it was he went out. You weren't going to get him out.
He's unreal.
There's
a good one.
That one he got. I think that'll carry, Mike. Oh, he just missed the sign. Is that over the sign?
That was.
That's $1,000,001 since it's just over the sign. We're making it up, of course, but
well, of course. I mean, I don't think they realize how close they were putting him for some of these guys. That $1 million.
Well, other years, Joe, no one was close, right?
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, that was the 7-iron, right? The draw. Tommy Glavine is here, but not going to be able to pitch. Speaking of good golfers, that puts him in second, and guess what?
Oh, my.
Man, he's just missed it under.
He's going after it.
Now, a random fan in the crowd who does not know where he or she is sitting, if anybody hits that sign or the one in left under the restaurant, which we've seen exceeded, some fan will win $1 million. They're going to look under their seat and see a MasterCard or whatever it is sticker, and if the sign gets hit, somebody leaves with $1 million. Now you see it's possible. How's that deal?
Well, they should get $5 million where Sammy was headed.
Yeah.
You know, there's Johnny Damon, the people's choice. Voted in as there's the extra player. It was fan voting.
Ouch. The people's
Now,
chant.
that one can't go, can it?
Did it go? Man, it did. Now,
I'd hate to see either one of you hit here every
quietly. One of the Yankee coaches told me, said, you know, quietly, Jason's been working on his home run stroke the last week. Not so much during the games.
Yeah.
But he, like Sammy, came to win.
These guys do not have to change their strokes.
I was going to say.
Hey, like A-Rod said, he's going to aim for dead center. Usually in the home run hitting contest, you're trying to pull the ball, but he knows that if he hits it well in center, it doesn't matter either.
This one is way back to right center, and oh man, it clears everything. On top of the booth out there. So, and now what? You grit your teeth, Alex?
Say what?
You're gritting your teeth here, or what?
Well, I'm going to go get loose after this and see if I can hit some 7-irons out there. I may have to ask Sammy for his driver.
If this one stays fair, oh, it just missed. Ooh. That's a tough out.
Would have hit the
That's a long out.
and came back to second base.
Sammy Sosa with 12 and Jambi with 9 are leaders, but we have Berkman, Alex, who's right here with us, and some guy named Barry Bonds still to come. Richie Sexton thrilled the fans with the 3 homers with 1 out to go to put a 6 up and give them hope. But who knows now?
I think Willie Randolph's getting a little tired out there. He's had to throw so many pitches to Jason. Oh, man.
Dead center. Way back it goes. Back, and...
You got the baseball factories in Costa Rica working overtime. We're running out of balls. You're going to have to send a dispatch out to get them.
Well, what did Harold Reynolds just tell us? During batting practice, you guys used up all the balls. They had to get new ones.
Is that right?
I saw a couple with the Joe Morgan signature on it. Oh, you're big, Joe. I told you.
Yeah, right.
Oh, my.
I won't lay you out, Joe. I was going to say the dead ball era.
No, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean
I'm not going to say that.
That's
Joe.
all right.
Well, Jason, I saw him last night. He said, how about 20 in the first round?
Jeez.
Hey, but 11 is not too shabby. I think he's got this first round down, huh? Alex, good luck.
Thank you. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you.
Good luck. All right.
See ya.
I had to follow that shit up.
Wow. So how about following Sammy's 12 with his 11, huh?
I didn't think it could be done, but he did it.
Well, you had the right guy to follow Sammy because he has hit 14 in one round, so he wasn't intimidated, and he knew what he could do. I mean, again, he doesn't have to change any swing. He just makes his normal swing because you can hit line drives out of here.
Yeah.
There it is. There it is. Oh!
Torrey Hunter and Miguel Tejada. And here's more yellow ink. I think he had that right center field down, huh, guys?
Yeah.
So an impressive follow. And now the home run leader at the break. 29 for Lance Berkman of the Astros. He's coming. And then Alex Rodriguez. And then the man that hit 73 last year, Barry Bonds. What a first round machine here in Milwaukee. Joe Morgan, Mike Piazza with you here at Miller Park in Milwaukee. Here's where we stand. Jason Giambi just followed Sammy Sosa's 12 with 11. And so with Berkman, Rodriguez, and Bonds to come, Konerko and Sexton very much on the bubble. Now, Mike Piazza's joined us here for the 4th time here in the booth, and that's because, and you heard him reference it, once upon a time in the Home Run Derby, Mike, in Baltimore in '93.
Well, I was hitting the ball hard, but it was a lot of
Yeah, you're right. I'll give you credit. You were hitting it hard.
Now here's Pittsburgh in
Well, that
94.
was not so hard, though, Mike.
Look at the hair. That was the key.
And Saturday in the mascot Home Run Derby, Mr. Met
laid me out.
Well, you know, it's always good to have arms in a Home Run Derby. So, Mike, how come Mr. Met do that? So
I don't know. He didn't have the hair working back then.
Well,
he didn't have the mullet.
And you said you really felt nervous in those Home Run Derbies, huh?
Yeah, and again, you know, not to make excuses, I really wasn't familiar with the pitchers, and you know, the few times I've done them after that, you know, I was able to pick a pitcher that I was familiar with, but it doesn't hold much water.
We're never gonna see you out there again.
I don't know.
We
Maybe
like
one
you
of
with
these
us,
days.
though.
Yeah, I have a lot of fun doing this, so who knows? Maybe one day.
This might surprise you. See, home run leaders. I mean, I know baseball fans are aware of this. Lance Berkman more than Sosa, more than Bonds, more than A-Rod, more than everyone. 29 home runs for Lance Berkman, the pride of Texas. 97 first-round pick by the Astros. Was such a great college player at the Owls of Rice University. And as we said in the open, he had 55 doubles last year. That's most ever by a switch hitter in baseball history. 94 extra base hits, which is the most ever by a switch hitter in baseball history. Hit 331, 34 homers. He's on his way, Joe.
Well, he's a guy that's been improving every year as well.
He's the Clark Kent of the contest.
Yeah, good point. It's a good line.
You know what? We don't want you to hit again. We want you to be with us. And this one is to right field, back, and gone. You know, I talked to him before while he was taking batting practice, and because it was him, Bonds, and Sosa in the same group. I said, even though you have 29 homers, do you wonder what you're doing here? He goes, yes, absolutely. What am I doing?
Well, obviously he deserves to be here because he proved last year that he was a legitimate star with the Astros, and he's hitting more home runs this year. His average is not as high as it was last year, but he is producing more runs, leading the world in RBIs.
81. How's that?
That's driving in some runs.
Yes. That one will be foul.
This is similar to, you know, kind of typical of a first-time guy. Sure. You rush through it, you rush through everything. And you know what? If he can just relax his last few swings and get in the groove, he'll be okay.
It's a good line drive, but unfortunately, the longest part of the park. It's 400 in dead center. There's Barry Zito watching, and he's saying, I don't think he's going to hack like this against me tomorrow. Well, you're right. It's like he's taking no pitches, right?
No, exactly. Well, as you said, it shows that you can tell the guys that have been in the contest before, they're patient, they step out, wait a little bit. You know, I mean, they just relax. And a lot of times they're try to get in and get out.
He's gone before we hardly knew ye. Well, he got one, Mike, so he's your new hero.
One counts,
right?
baby.
One dinger.
Alex Rodriguez and Barry Bonds coming up. Sammy Sosa with 12 and Jason Giambi with 11 have clinched spots in the semis. Can Alex Rodriguez and Barry Bonds join them? We'll see. Nerko and Sexton on the bubble. Joe Morgan, Mike Piazza, Chris Berman, and there's a man that knows how to hit a long ball or two. So does he. And joining us while A-Rod bats. Now look at this first. 26 years of age. He has the most homers at his age that anyone has in the majors. Jimmy Fox had more X's, but A-Rod had 2 more home runs. All right, now that's a rarely seen little number there.
Unbelievable. I have to tell you, I don't know how important that number is.
I know.
Hank Aaron hit so many after he was 30 that is unbelievable. We got Nomar Garcia-Parra with us. You started to introduce him, and then you stopped in the middle of the
Don't worry, I stopped too when I saw that number too.
I'm being produced here.
We're all fascinated with the first time that Nomar was ever cut off.
Well, let me
understandable.
I know it isn't.
Joe, I hit the cutoff man. Give me credit.
All right.
That's true. Very rare, I should say.
Let me make everyone in Boston feel happy. Nomar. All right,
there
now
you go.
That's
it. Now they have shirts like that out there. They're wearing. I'm beginning to spell it wrong. You know?
How can all you shortstops play the infield for 1 inning? That's all I want to know. You and Alex and Jeter and.
You know what? I don't know what Joe has in mind for us. You know.
Well, I was told by Joe early in the week that Ventura said that he could play second base. He came in and told Joe volunteered to play second base if he needs him. So maybe one of you guys will play third base.
You know, you never know. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what he has in store.
It'd be interesting to be in the infield with you guys together, wouldn't it? Just for a laugh.
I'm sure it would be. It'd be fun. You know.
But Derek Jeter said no way he was playing second base with his back turned trying to make a double play.
I'll tell you what, that's tough. You know, that's tough. We know. You know, that's why we have so much respect. That's why we're always together with our second basemen talking it over. Oh my God.
Well, here is Alex.
I want the display of home runs.
Well,
I got to tell you, I mean, this place is not a small ballpark, but they're making it look real small, because the way these guys are hitting it. I mean, it's not. You know, it's unbelievable.
I mean, Sammy was ridiculous, wasn't it?
Oh my gosh. I mean, that's unbelievable. I remember last time I saw him hitting the home run contest, I was going, break his bat to make it even. You know what I mean? Do something. You know, it's incredible. You got Giambi, he hits 11, and everybody, they're like, no, because it didn't go as far. He hit 11. Exactly. I mean, let's see, he's hit 11. I'm missing something.
We set the bar very high in this contest nowadays.
God, it's pole vaulters only can get over it. That's
kidding.
Sure.
It's incredible.
Got the power as a shortstop of your good friend Alex.
It's incredible. It really is. It's absolutely incredible. I tell you what, they're talking about all the shortstops here. It's so fun to watch everybody play. I mean, they're all, so I was talking earlier, we had that whole media thing that, I think it's great for the game. Everybody has a different style. And I think that says a lot about this game. There's no expert. There's no one way to play it. You go out there and can still be successful. That's what makes it great. There you go. He needs one.
There we get on the board. Hello for A-Rod.
Yeah, it's incredible. It's incredible what he's doing.
Well, it is interesting what you said. That all 5 of the shortstops are completely different type players. I mean, you guys play differently. You and A-Rod are similar in a way, you know, that you can hit the
power. He's 6'3". Have you seen how big he is?
Yeah, well, but I mean, you can hit the ball out of the ballpark.
Looks like
and then Tejada, you know, you guys are a little different.
Yes, sir. That'll be. Oh man. Over the MasterCard sign again.
There we go. See that?
Hey, Vizquel is the only real shortstop.
Well, yeah. I mean, when I first started going to games with Larry Boa, Larry Boa to me was a big league shortstop.
Right. You catch the ball and get a few hits here and there.
You choke up on the bat and you slap the ball the other way.
Vizquel is a shortstop. Right? You guys are big stars.
No, you can. How many does he have? 10 already? What do you mean? You know what I'm saying?
He's a great player, but I'm just saying that he doesn't hit the 40 or the 30 like, you know, you guys are capable of doing. Man, he's just such a great defensive shortstop.
I think that's the way just the game has evolved. I think you see players from every position saying, you know what? Inside the dugout's just as important as it is when I'm outside of the dugout. You know, I mean, look at Mike doing it over here. Nobody, you know, they never talked about catchers doing that stuff, and he's just going, look, watch what I'm going to do. I mean, you know, and it's a mentality. It makes it tough.
I want to add that homer, by the way, was 492 way up there. Do you think, Joe, and maybe Mike, that Nomar, seriously, kids, not so much Red Sox fans necessarily or Yankee fans for Derek or whatever, hey, I want to be a shortstop now, even though I'm a big athletic kid. Do you think there's a lot more popularity at the position because of what you guys have done just for guys of all sizes?
I think it shows it doesn't, you know, it doesn't mean you have to be, if you're a certain size, you have to play this position anymore. You can be any size, whatever, and still play the position you want to play.
Cal Ripken proved that.
Yes.
In fact, it's not so much his pure speed or range, but knowing the hitters, playing guys in the hole, playing the count, you know, 2 strikes, shading the guy up the middle more in the hole more. And, you know, I'm not telling you anything you don't know. And that's what
the big guys are more athletic now, though, and I think that's the key. You know, before you take a Frank Howard, who was a big guy, you know, years ago, he couldn't play shortstop. See, but you guys, the big players today are still athletic, and that's why you're able to play any position you want.
Frank Howard said, the Green Monster. Yeah, I used to play Pepper with that wall, son.
And he did, too.
And you get a single out of it, right? You can't get 2.
He used to pick up my bat and say, yeah, it's a nice bat. My grandson can use it.
Got under that, Azera. He's got to get going here with only a 2 spot.
Yeah, but he's capable of doing that. You know, once he gets going, it's like nonstop.
How about for Alex? See, 42, 42, 41, 52 homers 4 years before this, and then 27 this year. I mean, so he's
on pace to kill that again.
Yeah,
huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Stop.
Hey, let me say this: if he
now Konerko is in. If A-Rod doesn't rally here for 4 with the equivalent of 2 out on the 9th,
that's going to be tough right now.
Well, he got under that a little much. See, I guess maybe, well, Jason spent time with us. We gave him good luck, so we can't be blamed for that.
Okay.
And you're not in it, so you know.
Well, I'm not in it. Yeah, I can over here sit down and hang out, you know. I've had my couple, and I was good. They're like, all right, you can stop now. You're off.
Hey, great start for the Red Sox.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Second that. Every year I do too, bro.
Thank you.
All right, pal. Have a great All-Star experience, as you always do.
Thank you. I will.
Alex Rodriguez with
okay. Jamie, I'm not gonna swing 2 in a row. I'm gonna take.
But if you're starting to feel the groove, and he starts to see, then let it fly. You know how it is. You can start seeing where he's.
And Jambi gave him advice, guys, but didn't work, huh? Although he did hit a long one. And now speaking of long ones, coming up next is Barry Bonds. So what thunder do we have left here in the first round here in Miller Park? Stay with us on the Home Run Derby. In with 12. Jason Jambi in the semifinals with 11. Paul Konerko now in with 6. Richie Sexton on the bubble. He'll get in if Barry Bonds hits less than 6. Barry Bonds nominated for 4 ESPY Awards, which you will see on ESPN on Wednesday night, live from LA at 9 Eastern, at 6 on the West Coast. And as we always like to say, 7 Mountain and 3 Hawaii. You have to know, when to watch if you live there. Why would he be nominated for so many ESPYs? Well, how about this season last year? 73 homers, shattering McGuire's record. 177 walks, which is obscene, shattering the mark of the Babe, and a slugging percentage of .863. Joe, put into words, or Mike, I mean, can you put that into words?
It's just
words can't
awesome,
describe.
right? I mean, it was just unbelievable when you add all those things together. One of them would have been fantastic.
Yeah.
Anyone, but he did it threefold.
By the way, he already has walked 109 times this year.
I mean, I've never seen a guy who hits the ball so hard, so consistent, has such a command of the strike zone as a hitter, just when not swinging a bad pitch.
Yeah, you're right.
And what you love is, as you watch and marvel at what Barry Bonds is doing, might we remind folks he's choking up on the back, right?
Well, a la Ted Williams. Ted Williams hit .521, and he choked up. Better bat control.
All the cameras are out for Bonds, as you saw. You know, he could win the batting title.
True. I don't think he's going to. I don't think he can win the Triple Crown because he's driving enough runs.
Well, no one's going to pitch to him with ducks on the pond late in the game either.
Dusty Baker moving him fourth the last week. Kent hitting third. Barry closed the weekend out with a homer off Randy Johnson and a big homer off Helling. He's 27 at the break, but he's under these. So Barry only with 2 on the board. The crowd certainly came to see him join Sosa and Jambi in the second round. He's going to get under this. Is that what you do to Barry too, Mike? I mean, you say, Sosa, hope he pops it up. How about with Barry?
So here it comes.
Pretty much.
Pop it up.
I mean, especially depending on the situation of the game, it dictates how you pitch it. No question about it. Right? If you're winning by 5, if they're winning by 5, it's tough. You don't want to go down by 6. You don't want to have them come back by 4. So
there's Pudge Fisk. Speaking about knowing how to pitch, it has that Ripken and Fisk and Ricky Henderson sitting right over here behind us. It's a pretty good group. Barry's just getting under it, huh, Joe?
Yeah. Well, you know what it is? He's not getting the bat to the ball. He's not getting the barrel out there quick enough. He's actually late with his swing. He's late. That's what it is. He's not getting the barrel to the ball, and that's why he's hitting the pop-up.
Plane trouble last night. I know he just got in here today. They had the night game, as you well know, because you got in here today.
Yes.
And that's not going to have enough oomph on it, huh? Kind of a surprising development here for the man who, with 6 more homers, will be at 600. The man who is 4th all-time on the home run list, trailing just Aaron, Ruth, and Mays. That's it.
Well, this could be the biggest upset since the Dodgers traded Mike Piazza.
Oh, no. I doubt it.
Yeah.
But
now
presents an interesting final.
594 home runs. Don't get it into the next round. So a surprise. Barry Bonds did not make it. But for the Milwaukee fans, not that they didn't want to see Barry hit anymore, but Richie Sexson is going to get in. So the Brewer fans will have their man to root for again. See, the first guy's over to him with the pitchers, Tom Glavine, like, now why are you doing that now? Right?
Exactly.
How can he do that?
Actually, he actually, I don't want to say he was tired, but he was not getting the barrel of the bat to the ball as Barry normally does.
Now, let me ask you something. Richie Sexson saying if Bonds doesn't get 6, I get in. Do you think he really felt he was going to get in the second round?
Well, probably not, but like I say, a big upset.
Barry's a trooper. I mean, he did get in early this morning, and probably wasn't on top of his game physically, but went out there and nonetheless.
So the second round beckons with Sosa and Jambi et al. We started with 8 here at Miller Park, and now we're down to the final 4. Now we go head-to-head. It'll wipe out the last totals, 3 against 2. So Paul Konerko will hit first. Jason Jambi will hit second. The winner of that will take on the winner of number 4, Richie Sexson, and number 1, Sammy Sosa. And here are the 4 that are still have a shot to win $250,000. Shell Horn with Richie Sexson, Brewers hat.
Hey, is it the same format?
Paul Konerko is going to be up first against Jason Giambi. You know what? And I gotta give Rich Eisen credit. He came over and said the bullpen coach of the Diamondbacks, Jeff Matuzis, who was pitching to Barry Bonds, he's going to be included in all the future pitcher-catcher meetings as if he's a member of the staff when they play the Giants.
Well, he found a hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. But I think that hole closes up when Barry gets some rest.
Exactly, you're right. Yeah, it's like the age-old story. Oh, this is how you pitch that guy. Next thing, koosh.
Yeah.
All right, next theory.
Next round, and we go with 10 more at bats. 10 more outs, I mean. And here's a long shot for Konerko, who, remember, started this thing, so he sat for a long time.
Talent. That's talent right there. Sit around for an hour and come off the bench and hit a bomb.
But the one thing they do now, they go in the bat room and hit off the batting
soft
tee.
toss.
Yeah, hit off the batting tee or hit in the cage. They get loose, stay loose.
Wow.
And this is the center. It won't go far enough. Last year, Luis Gonzalez beat Sammy Sosa in the finals, even though Jason Giambi was amazing. Hit 14 in the first round. 2000 in Atlanta, Sosa beat Griffey.
How about that stance, Mike?
Yeah, I was just noticing that. He's on the plate a little bit, but he's open, so it looks like he likes the ball in, and he just takes the hands to the ball. Doesn't overswing, and that's why he's hitting the ball extremely hard this year. All right, it's Cable.
Yeah.
Joining us in Jason Giambi, who'll be up against Konerko, and then in the second semifinal is Richie Sexson, who certainly he joins us now and has quite a 9-out rally you had.
Yeah, I just couldn't get into a groove, and I started to get a little bit warmed up and trying to be as selective as possible. It's tough, but unfortunately, I got some pitches, and I drove the ball pretty well the last few outs.
You know, when you figure, okay, Barry Bonds doesn't hit 6, that's the only way I get in, did you figure you were done?
Yeah, I had a pretty good idea that I wasn't going to make it in, but I hadn't planned on it. I was just kind of laying around. I knew somebody would beat 6, but I snuck in there.
How about the home crowd for you?
Oh, they're great. They've always supported me 100% since the trade. So it's been great.
How many outs? 4 or 5?
The roof is closing here. They're afraid, you know, one of you guys might hit that.
If they close, the ball's not going to carry. That's for sure. They better keep it open for maybe about another 20 minutes.
They must expect some thunderstorms. There's a shot by Konerko. Back. Gone. Now, Rich, you've always been, I mean, a home run hitter, certainly with a big swing and everything. But when you're up there at batting practice with guys like Mike, with Barry Bonds, with Sammy Sosa, did you want, okay, here, all-star game, etc. This is where I play every day. What am I doing here?
I don't think so.
I don't mean that. I know that you well earned.
No, I understand. It's you know, you're a little bit in awe. I mean, you know, my first one, I'm very fortunate to have had it in my home stadium, that's for sure. It's, you know, just the little things, you know, driving around, staying at home, just the little things made it exciting. So there we go.
Here we go. I'll tell you what, you think this was exciting, wait until tomorrow.
Yeah.
The game itself, and you deserve that, to be able to play in your hometown is very special. I don't know if you'd ever had that opportunity, Mike. I didn't either. I didn't, you know, and to be able to play in your hometown is going to be special for you.
Yeah, it is. It's going to be a good time.
Well, here's Paul Konerko, meanwhile, guys, who is warming up. You know, he was a big can't-miss prospect in the minors. Minor League Player of the Year with the Dodgers system, as Mike, you well know. Albuquerque, he was off the charts in '97. But the Dodgers traded him for Jeff Shaw with Cincinnati in '98. And then at the end of '98, the Reds sent him out of the White Sox for Mike Cameron, who then went on to hit 4 homers in a game this year. But, so Konerko came up with big, well, you knew him as in the minor leagues.
Absolutely. Mike, right? I mean, I knew, and again, I'm not going to say I told you so, but I mean, you could just tell I told you so. This guy definitely was a player. And just took a little bit longer to develop than some guys. I mean, some guys come in right off the bat and they're hot and have immediate success, and some guys take a couple of years to feel comfortable. And Paul now is obviously coming into his own. I mean, as far as just a tremendous hitter. And as I said, I believe a legitimate Triple Crown candidate because he's got a great eye and knows the strike zone and is driving and runs and everything.
Must be the same with you, Rich. I mean, you came to Cleveland where so many great hitters, hard to find a spot. Here's your home. You must feel like a different ball player than when you were through the Indians.
Yeah, most definitely. It's been a blessing in disguise. I mean, you know, when you're in Cleveland, you know, it's a little different because of the winning and whatnot and the tradition that was there. But I think over here I've got the opportunity to play a position that I know how and play every day in a lineup, and it's definitely made me a lot more comfortable. So, you know, it's just it's one of those things. It's a blessing.
Business at hand. You got to go up against Sammy Sosa.
Okay.
What's your strategy?
Oh,
good luck.
Try to hit as many as I can. That's my strategy.
You don't think you'll need more than 12, do you?
I might. It might take 12 to get into this next round. The ball's flying right now.
Well, we'll let you get loose.
Right.
Okay.
They're closing the roof by the time we get there.
That's
good luck.
All right, Richie Sexton, thanks. Good luck. Paul Konerko very quietly with another 6 spot for him, and you know he's up against Jambi. That's not a bad number to put up second time around, right?
Well, second time, as you mentioned, I think more of the guys are getting a little tired, a little more fatigued, and it's going to be tougher to have those huge numbers.
And that one the roof almost closed on it. Yeah, he almost, right? He almost hit the roof as it was closing. So Konerko with 6, and Jason Jambi will have a shot to better that number and move to the finals. He's up next. Welcome back to the Century 21 Home Run Derby for 2002. Yeah, the roof is closing as they must expect some T-storms in the area, and we'll see if that makes a difference in the home runs here in the second round. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Commissioner of Baseball, may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent. Don't miss the battle to see which league is the greatest. Best of the best will compete in the Major League Baseball All-Star Game July 9th. Don't miss it. One of those playing alongside Richie Sexton for the National League, and Sammy Sosa will be our compatriot, Mike. 10 for 10, Mike. 10 for 10, Mike. Good luck in the game.
All right, thanks, man. I'm looking forward to it. Again, this is just part of this amazing event. So far, Milwaukee's been a great host. This is unbelievable. People are fired up.
They are. Chris Berman, Mike Piazza, Joe Morgan with you here live at Miller Park. The number on the board for Jason Jambi to best is 6. Paul Konerko, a good job with 6 to open up the semifinals. If they tie, there's no tiebreaker, then we go to penalty kicks, Mike. We have a blast off, if you will. We'll explain it if we get to that. But a good start for Jason Jambi, just missing the bullseye.
Konerko with a great effort this first contest.
Right, exactly. Yeah, see, that's a sign right there of a little fatigue. That ball got in on Jason, and that's what was happening to Barry. He was not getting the barrel of the bat out there.
Yeah, these guys are going to start sucking the oxygen out of Miller Park pretty soon.
Exactly. I mean, people forget. I mean, you only have so many great swings in your arsenal per day.
And there's a good one right there. Now look at Sammy, our first round leader with 12. How many?
But now what you see, instead of those 470-foot home runs, you're going to see the 380s and the 390s.
Yeah. Puny shots.
Yeah, those little, little flare.
Yeah, it's just fitting that the Home Run Derby is here in the city, as we mentioned at the very beginning, where Hank Aaron made his name, Joe. As that one is just blasted by John. Oh, man! It's halfway up the board.
What did I say about those long home runs?
Yeah, he said that...
he brought it back.
Right. So 3 homers for Jambi. He's going up against Paul Konerko of the White Sox, who had 6.
You can hear a little more effort there.
That's what I said down one. I said, if you don't think that ball cleared that fence.
Scott Rowland, Kurt Schilling, National League, Phillies and D-backs. That one to right center field. Back it goes, way up high, back, and oh, Canada! It almost hit the Canadian flag. He's longer this round than he was the last round.
Oh, I got it. I got it.
You take
It's
it.
right back behind us. Pudge Fisk has a chance. Oh!
You got to call it.
That's Pudge. That's Pudge.
I think you just tell by the sound, too.
Right.
I mean, we've obviously done a few of these, and that sounds just a little flat.
Yeah.
The ones that that do leave have a tuning fork type of pitch. There we go.
Oh, that went to center field. Is it going to have enough juice? No.
Got it? Careful, put that flat.
Paul Konerko joining us now. As we watch with 4 outs left for Jason Jumbie. Good job, Paul.
Hey, thanks.
First one, I mean.
Yeah, I'm just trying to, you know,
I'm just happy to be here.
I am happy to be here. You know I am. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of nerve-wracking up there, but I got great BP. I think that's the key to this whole thing. I got strikes, and, you know, that was the big part.
You know, I talked to you before, and you had your back turned to the Sosas and the Bonds, as you said, I'm not watching this, right?
That's right. My whole goal tonight was not how, but how many, because I knew these guys were going to be hitting balls about 5 times as far as I was. So, and I was right. They are hitting some bombs. Sosas hitting some balls out of sight.
You're right there, though. Don't sell yourself short.
You're 2 outs away from moving to the finals here.
Yeah,
Let's
you're
watch
there.
this, Paul.
All right.
1 out away.
Oh boy. Now I'm going to get really nervous.
Actually, your second round, did you get tired? Were you tired?
A little bit.
Yeah,
I started getting long, getting around some balls. I hit some balls foul.
Right.
And then I tried to stay back. I jammed on a few, so it's tough.
It's tough to keep dropping that head out there.
Yeah.
Start to muscle up and come around the ball, as you say.
Well, we have a little suspense now. Back, and way up there in right center. So now, Aaron Stock rooting for her house, for Jambi. But meanwhile, this is what we call suspense. There's not a ton of it in this event. There's one. And oh man, way back, and we're tied at 6. So now, like a golfer, you got to go to the driving range and the putting green, Paul, just in case there's a 1-hole playoff.
I'll be honest with you, I wish I was going to the driving range.
Well, it looks like the driving range here.
It is here. There's some drivers being hit.
If he doesn't hit a homer, you guys get 1 swing apiece. You get a swing, he gets a swing. You get a swing, he gets a swing. If you both, you know, the result is different, it's over.
All right, go ahead. Go get him, get loose.
So go get him, Paul.
Good luck.
Right. Sorry to tie you up here. Thank you. So this is what we call a swing off.
Make it interesting.
Penalty kicks.
I was gonna
Sudden
say.
death hole.
Jesus.
But if the first guy hits one, the second guy gets his swing as
Yes.
well.
Oh yeah. You don't win.
Yeah.
It's not an overtime goal.
It's not really a sudden death. So.
How about Jambi hitting 2 at the end, huh?
Get loose.
Oh boy, I gotta go. So now 1 swing each.
Maybe a little
The
off.
first ever.
Well,
I don't. Swing off doesn't. A blast off.
There
You
you
like
go.
that?
Yeah.
A blast off.
Swing off, you could take just 1 swing and the total distance of each hit. So if you hit a ground ball, you're in trouble.
Right.
If you hit a fly ball to the track, you win.
Yeah, a blast off. No,
You have to hit a home run,
Yes,
right?
we do.
Okay, there we go.
If they each hit a homer, they come back.
All right.
If they each ground out, then they come back.
We're in uncharted waters.
Yeah, this is but I don't know if I can handle this.
This is too much suspense.
So, I mean, you've been in 7 games of the World Series.
I know.
With Pudge Fisk right behind us.
Exactly.
But this doesn't compare to 75.
Pins and needles.
I mean, my God.
But it is exciting.
It's like the Mookie ball.
Just because Jim Burton laid one into you. I mean,
Wait a minute.
Oh, no. Come on.
Slide piece down and away.
One of the great clutch hits in history.
Slide piece, man.
They just went out and raked it. Cal's getting loose now.
Cal and one of his daughters. Konerko, did he break the bat on it? He may have broken the charts, though. This is way up and... Yeah, I think it snapped. I think he got the bat on it.
Yeah, he did. But I've seen a lot of broken bat home runs this year. They still go. Look at that thin handle, Mike.
Oh.
That's thinner than yours.
Like Frank Howard said.
So how about this now?
Buggy whip.
If Giambi doesn't hit a homer, Paul's got to use a brand new bat here. And they may not have a ton of his here.
Well, you bring your own. Hey, if you go to the All-Star game, you bring a couple of bats.
He's got to have a backup,
you have to have one for the game. A couple.
Tom Ryan and Aaron Stock, very interested watchers of this. The winner stays alive with a chance for $250,000 house.
Good morning.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see it because it doesn't look like Konerko has another bat. I saw Giambi bring a couple out.
Oh, he's going to have to use another one, huh? Another. Oh, no, he won't. Because Giambi sends it back, and into the finals with perhaps the longest one he's hit tonight. Wow, the first ever blast off. And Paul Konerko did well. Jason Giambi into the finals, almost got a fan $1 million. I mean, that was a blast. Here's Rich Eisen.
All right, Jason Giambi, were you guessing fastball there?
I was geared up 3-0.
And I guess you needed a little drama for you to gain the finals here.
I just wanted to give the fans some extra swings.
The very first ever winner of a swing-off here at the Home Run Derby.
I'll take it, definitely.
All right, Jason Giambi in the finals. Let's see who joins him, Chris.
All right, Rich, thank you. That blast, guys, was 488. That was the longest one that he hit tonight.
A blast and the blast off.
That's my house, says Aaron Stock.
Dick Whitman's getting that ball.
Oh.
It's a tough daughter, boy.
So Giambi in the finals to face either Sammy Sosa or the hometown hero Richie Sexson. All right, so Jason Giambi is into the finals with a blast on a blast-off to beat Paul Konerko with an extra swing. Richie Sexson against Sammy Sosa. And when Sexson came up, this is how it sounded in Spanish on ESPN Deportes.
Vamos a estar empatado a lo profundo y no.
That's back in Spanish.
Oh, man.
That's Ernesto Jerez. Does he still have a voice? Remember, that was about an hour and a half ago. That's a great call.
That's great.
That's it. My job is done. I've just been fired.
There you go.
Here's the crown for Richie Sexson. Michelle Horn from Georgia, alive for a house. And this house of the rising sun. Yeah, he is the rising sun here in Milwaukee. I don't think that's what they're playing for, Mike. Although I tell you what,
great song,
a free CD of Eric Burden and the Animals' greatest hits will be thrown in.
Very nice.
Right? Richie Sexson, 42,200 here. Sell out at Miller Park, looking for him to go yard. It's a long way up. And he knows, though, he told us, right, with the roof closed, although Giambi hit it farther, he already was thinking, uh-oh. What kind of number does he have to put up against Sammy? I know you never know.
Well, that's a good question. I think he definitely has to get 4 or 5. Because there's no doubt that most of these guys are going to be a little fatigued.
Yeah.
But Sammy Sosa, remember, he hit a long time ago. He's had time to relax, so now he's going back and loosen up before he comes out.
Do you think he's serious? Dusting off the towel there?
Looks like a fighter. He's in the tunnel. He's coming out. That's great. Lennox.
Yeah, he does. Speaking of rock and roll, I just got to get this in. Sorry you weren't here in time, Mike. The Eagles played for 3 hours here last night in Milwaukee.
Well,
It was. And believe it, we did take it easy.
Yeah, we had three-hour rain delays.
Sorry about that.
Oh man, you're just killing my vibe right now.
Oh, we got Eric Burden in the Animals. They were great. Len Fry, Don Henley, Joe Walsh, Timothy B. Schmidt, the boys. Quite a show. They're on a Midwest tour. Remember, Sexton began 0 for 4 in the first round and came on strong at the end.
He likes to do it with his back against the wall.
His longest one was 480. Well, does this stay fair? Oh, just missed it.
We got the cause. Wow.
Now looking for that groove that he was talking about.
That's what's interesting. Remember what Konerko said. He said either you get out in front and get around the ball, or you try to wait a little longer and you're late.
Catch fire, man.
And that's exactly what we just saw there. He got around it, pulled it foul, then he waited on that one and he was late.
Oh, and when you are tired, it's tough to find that because you're always a little bit, like you said, in front or behind.
Like that.
Oh man, he got all of that one back.
Kota Watomi. That's what it hit. Yikes.
Oh man, that ball had hair on it.
I'm going to have to differ with what Nomar said, that this is not a small ballpark. Because that was a line drive and it was right out of here.
But you look at the distances, it looks like a traditional size field.
But it carries well.
Yeah, I just think the ball carries unbelievably here. I mean, the complete polar opposite to the place that it replaced.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Because, I mean, you hit balls there and they would just die. Down the corners, you could wrap them around the pole, but at center field, right center, it did not carry that well.
I don't know how well they go in April here, right?
Well,
they started to tell a story. The longest home run hit here was Cecil Fielder, but he went 502 out of County Stadium and it landed in a truck that stopped on its way to Madison. So the ball estimated 25 miles.
There you go.
That's a true story.
Man.
Had to get that in. There's one of those in Crosley Field, Joe, with Ernie Lombardi landed in a dump truck on the highway in Cincinnati.
And the toy cannon, Jimmy Wynn.
Yes. Look at Sammy. Well, Sexton hit 3 home runs with 9 outs the first time. He's going to need to do something similar, you would think. Oh, that's going back, and no. I may incorporate that, Joe.
You might. That works.
Watch your jab. Keep your hands up. Stick and move.
Right.
Stick and move.
Well, here's 1 home run with 9 outs.
He definitely needs a couple more.
Yeah.
Because 3, it would be a bigger upset than the Barry Bonds.
Yes.
Well,
here's one of them. Back, and gone. So Richie Sexton turned it on the heat here. Mr. 9 out.
9 outs. Clutch, Mr. Clutch.
It's over here. Mike, shed the mask, will you, please?
I got it.
put a couple up at the end with a 4. Richie Sexson with a standing O here in his hometown of Milwaukee, his home park. Go ahead.
No. Se va, se fue.
Now that's a classic home run wrap, huh?
Arms extended.
And Michelle Horn from Moultrie, Georgia, had some fun. And she knows now that Sammy Sosa stands between her and a chance to win some real estate. Sammy's homers have covered up a lot of real estate. We'll be back.
ESPN's presentation of the 2002 Century 21 Home Run Derby, brought to you by Century 21, real estate for the real world, and in part by Rocky Mountain Cold Coors Light. Cold down easy.
Welcome back to Miller Park here in Milwaukee, where Jason Giambi's in the finals, and Richie Sexson just hopes that Sammy Sosa gets real cold in a hurry.
Well, again, Sammy was so hot the first round, it'd be hard to believe that he can't hit 4 here.
He had 5 over 500 feet, 8 over 480, 524, 520, 512, 502, 502.
But even if he doesn't win the contest, he's won the fans.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, he's their hero. And mine, too. 520 feet, man, you know.
Goodness.
And here comes, as if you guys called it, a prize fighter into the ring, Sammy Sosa. Well, he had 12 in the first round, which was one of the best ever that we've seen. Third best. Of course, Jason Giambi, you know, it sounds like he doesn't have this down, too. Last year, this year, consistent. So here is Sammy Sosa. Plays ball 90 miles south of here. All of a sudden, you know, Brewers go to the National League. That's a Cub Brewer is a nice car ride back and forth. A little rivalry here. So the fans, even though he plays for the opponent, they like him here. Hey, when Milwaukee was American League, you know, after the Braves were gone, but when they were American League for a while, there were a lot of Cub fans. That was the Cubs or their National League team up here. Some. So let's see how Sammy starts off, guys. Almost like an expectancy in the park. You get quiet a little bit. Oh.
A little late.
Yeah. Sounded like he was going to make a putt. Everyone's gassed out from yelling the first round, probably, right?
Yeah, we know who that fan's hero is. Right there. Sammy Sosa, 33 years of age, has 478 homers now. Charles Keegan from Londonderry, New Hampshire, is the man who is the newest Cub fan now. Not a lot of Cub fans up in New Hampshire until right now. Hoping for that $250,000 home.
What's the capital of New Hampshire?
Concord. There you go. Concord, New Hampshire. White Mountains, New Hampshire. Oh, man. That one was a white mountain right there. Or a blue dart. You know, Sammy has 56 multi-homer games. And the reason I say that, that's 6th all time. It just gives proof that when he gets hot, he's one of the great all-time. When I'm hot, there's nowhere to pitch him hitters. Oh.
That was a home run.
Yeah. It'd be interesting here because if he passes Sexson, should he stop is the question.
Probably. Would you?
Yes.
Sure.
But I don't know if.
I'm sure he will. You have to. I mean,
save your energy if you're able to pass him.
He goes the other way with this. Deep to right. Back it goes. No. Wow, that was an odd ball, huh?
Well, I think it just shows you how strong he is because, I mean, that ball was in on him. He inside out down the right field line, and it still hit it out.
It's like he highlighted out the Sestala.
Yeah.
Sestala. It was a regular rebote. Oh, my goodness gracious. Back. That's over everything. That's out the window. There it is. They got the ball out there. Shades of Waveland Avenue, huh? Hit me. He did. How about that? Hit me, Sammy, and he gets the ball.
Wow. Well, he needs one more.
They almost hit the Brock stand.
You can't do that, please. No. And you know the color of the shirts that they're wearing in the National League, you guys look like they belong on Brock's, right? Doesn't it? I've never seen that color on a baseball uniform before.
Give me a brat.
A brat and a Polish. Sammy will decide if he hits another home run, if he'll continue, but he's got to hit that first. That last one, 506. His 6th 500-foot home run. Another day at the office.
Yeah.
All right. Got 5 outs. Needs 1 home run. Or he gets to 10 outs. And it will be, and this would be if this happened, guys. Usually a guy in the first round like McGuire at Fenway or Jambi at Seattle. This would be the guys who have hit the most all the way along if it goes that way.
Sure.
You know? We usually haven't seen that, Joe.
No, because Jambi hit the most last year.
Yeah, and McGuire before,
yeah.
You know.
6 outs. What are the chances of seeing 2 blast-offs in the same contest?
We may not be able to recover from it.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say we will not have another guy.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say, here comes a blast off right now.
I'm going out on a limb and say he will hit one.
Okay. I'll take that, Joe. I'm going to go with Joe on this one.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think we're having another blast off.
I think so.
No, that's duck cooking, though. That is sinking.
Yeah. Well, a little more suspense here. I'm just trying to keep the viewers, Joe.
Oh, that's
you
good.
have to.
It's my business.
Who would have figured the odds of 2 blast-offs in the same contest?
A double
I hit a
blast
wall
off.
too when I.
A 2 blast off. That would be an Apollo. I guess. The Gemini, at least. Duh.
Twin. There you go.
Duh. You know, Apollo's 3.
Right.
Hey. Of course, we had one in the finals. So oh my goodness! This is going all the way to Oshkosh, Wisconsin.
And Sammy's already walking off, so he has decided that's enough.
That's
oh
enough for me.
My goodness! How about the ones that Jambi wins on and Sosa wins on, boys? Sammy Sosa just hit another. I'm going to give it 500 plus.
That's got to be one of the farthest balls I've seen hit. Period.
518. How do they come up with that? We have a protractor out there.
That looked like the longest one to me.
Didn't it? I mean, where is this headed? Oshkosh.
That was the one out in the stadium.
Is this the last one, guys?
This is the one
that's on the street. Tell you what, that's pretty good reflexes knowing you can't see anything.
Ugh. That's some torque.
Well, the one thing that they all have in common as he flips the bat away is you do not see any of them rolling their hands over. I mean, all their bats, when they hit these home runs, in the perfect position, kind of underneath it a little bit.
Generating some torque.
Yeah.
Wow. So the guys who have hit the most and who have hit the longest will blast off against each other for the championship here at Miller Park. This has been a great home run derby, and we should tell you that coming up next, more fun. The 2002 Radio Shack MLB All-Star Celebrity Softball Game. George Brett, Ozzie Smith, Don Mattingly, Peekaboo Street, Dale Earnhardt Jr., all sorts of athletes. Plus a special performance by the Counting Crows. Radio Shack All-Star Celebrity Softball Game. Following this, our Century 21 Home Run Derby right here on ESPN. Now, if you see little drops there, you're not hallucinating. They shut the roof, but there's a couple of holes, I guess, up there. And we've had some of the longest thunder, both outside and inside, courtesy of Jason Giambi and Sammy Sosa. If you're keeping track of this, and you really would have to be a stat nut, but that is the record, 26 in one derby. And Sammy.
There we go.
Yeah, there it is. You know what? I got my ball. I'm not going to wait for the next one. Wow. Mike and Joe, did you roll up the windows on our car?
Oh, darn. Hold on. I'll be right back.
So here we are in the finals of the Century 21 Home Run Derby. Jason Giambi. Ooh, just short. Look at these guys. It's like these are the two guys that came to win it, right? I mean, I know it sounds dumb, but the way they approached it to plate, weren't they the most serious?
Well, and maybe it's good because remember last year Giambi hit the most and didn't get into the finals.
Right.
Sammy was disappointed because he didn't have a good contest last year. So
you think that one might carry, Joe?
I think it might.
All right, so that's Aaron Stock from Abensburg, Pennsylvania for Jason Giambi, and it's Charles Keegan from Londonderry, New Hampshire. Online for a $250,000 home if their man wins it. They've got Sosa. Jason fouls that one back. So 2 outs here. By the way, that was some serious lightning we just saw through the window up here.
I got a couple of raindrops falling on my head, too.
Mike, the mask, please. How would we be doing sitting here with all this stuff in the pouring rain, huh?
Yeah, I was going to say.
So a salute to the roof that closes in 10 minutes here at
Miller Park here. The roof closes and taking this act inside.
Giambi making this ball go almost outside. Back, gone.
Very nice.
It's a sweet swing. Tell you what, you look around, not many people have left. Of course, no one's going to leave right now.
That's true. We have a captive audience, so to speak. But
oh, this ball can't be held captive.
Just right of the side.
My goodness, that's about the 4th one he's almost made someone $1 million. Maybe Bud has it under his seat. I don't know. You think the commissioner does?
I doubt it.
Well, you never know. Giambi, I tell you what, these balls are going to bring rain themselves.
Very nice.
Jason with a full 2/3 of the way to a Moses Malone. Full.
You get delirious. We're getting delirious.
Well,
he is getting delirious.
Yeah. You know what? How many back-backs can you say in 2.5 hours?
That might have the sign.
Oh! That just missed the sign again.
Everyone's checking under their seat. And we would have free financial advice from A-Rod on that.
Third run. Fourth.
Where to invest that $1 million, right?
You're rough.
Well, come on.
True. 492 feet was the last one, guys. So his have gotten longer as we've gone along. Oh. Got under that a little bit too much.
It's Sammy's getting ready, man. Sammy.
Oh, Sammy.
Pool water.
He's got his cut man sitting right behind him. He's got oh, that ball was like off a Prince tennis racket on the sweet spot. Meanwhile, Sammy, I think Sammy needs more than the cut man the way John. Who did Ali use? Bundini Brown, the spiritual leader. Oh, does this stay fair?
No.
Ooh.
Had too much topspin. We haven't seen a lot of that in this contest.
But that's what happens when you get tired, as you say. You start to roll it a little bit, roll your hands.
Well, you mentioned Walt Horiniak about 2 hours ago, didn't you, Mike?
You roll it. Oh, man.
Jason Giambi, New York Yankees. This one keeps going and going. It's gone.
I don't think Walter would like a lot of these hits tonight. A lot of these home runs.
It is a home run derby.
Head down the other way.
When we have an opposite field double derby, you know, do that. My vote's with Tony Gwynn, lifetime for that. These hits are so amazing. I don't know if you could hear that thunder at home. These hits are thunderous, and so is the weather. Jason Giambi providing some thunder of his own. This one will just miss it.
Hey, how's it going?
Well, he's even 7-7. See? Now that's later. That's after we're done, okay?
I was going to say, did you order from the bar?
It's on me. You went out to roll up the windows. I'll take care of that.
7-7.
Yeah, see?
With a twist.
And with a definite twist.
Jason thinks he's at Yankee Stadium with the porch.
He does.
Yeah. Jeez.
He introduced himself to that thing at 296 pretty well. That's what it used to be.
Oh. Well, I saw Mike take one over there about 2 Saturdays ago.
It's Shea, the guy would have been coming in. But I'll take it.
Yeah.
Trust me. No complaints here.
7 homers for Giambi. 1 out to go. Does he have a couple left? Jason had 11 in the first round, 7 in this round. That's last round and 7 here. Oh, it's off the wall. But a very impressive final round performance for Jason Giambi with a 7 spot. The old hockey stick. It's like pretty impressive job. 25 homers.
Well, it's very impressive, you know, in the 3rd round to get on a roll like he did.
Oh, God.
He gets good extension here. I mean, none of these balls are coming down very quickly. I mean, he's staying right. Watch how level he stays. His top hand stays right underneath it. Look at that. Beautiful.
Well, I know the Yankees just acquired some pitching help with Weaver because Willie Randolph obviously is not the answer. Okay?
Very nice. Oh, I love it.
I'm warming up late, Mike. And so he has 7 homers in the final. His longest one was here, 492. Sammy Sosa, the magic number is 7 to force a final blast off, 8 to win it here in Milwaukee. Don't go away.
I'm Reese Davis. Later on SportsCenter.
All right, boys. This is what's happening outside. And what's happening inside is some thunder and some lightning by Jason Giambi, who joins us now. Man, Mike Piazza, Joe Morgan, Chris Berman, and Jason Giambi, and consistency, man.
I'm about 200 pounds now. The sauna out there.
You got anything left?
No, I'm done. I'm done. So, you know, now it's up to the manimal to see what he does.
How about the sounds that he hit?
Oh, he's a straight cartoon character. I mean, what he does is unbelievable.
It's like I said, the ball just exploded off the bat.
I mean, And he's just locked in. He gets in there and gets those feet far apart, and it's unbelievable what he does with baseball.
Yeah, but you were locked in. I mean, your longest one seemed to come at the end. You know, you almost hit that $1 million sign about 5 times.
I was trying to work it out there. Trying to work that draw into it out there.
Well, that was a great job, Jace. You have fun doing this?
I have a ball. I love doing it. It's fun.
Now, one of your coaches told me that last week, very quietly, you had that home run swerve on in the cage.
I was trying, getting ready for it because they asked me to be in it, and I was trying to lift and separate a little bit.
So Willie Randolph is not the new closer for the Yankees? Is that he did a good job for you?
He was giving them up pretty good there.
Well, here's Sammy Sosa. Jace, you can watch with the rest of us, and it's
a base hit up the middle.
Yeah. Hey, so Schilling every ground ball. You say, "Oh, it's a 6-4-3 double play."
Yeah, he's over there counting double plays, and I can get him out, up and in, up and in.
He's scouting you guys.
Maybe it's better to hit first with a guy like this, Jace. I mean, not to worry about, okay, he has X, I got to get Y.
Yeah, last time I faced him in Seattle, I did the same thing. I hit first and, put it on and let him go. And let him go for it, definitely. Let him swing. And like I said, it's fun to watch him hit. It really is.
Fun to watch you hit, too.
Yeah, good job, Joe.
I was hitting wall scrapers.
A lot of modesty around here, huh? Everyone comes over. I'm just happy to be here.
God willing.
Everything will work out for me. Oh, man.
I'll tell you what, it's gotten hot in here, too. Ever since they closed the roof, it's like a sauna in here.
I haven't noticed.
I couldn't tell by
Really?
Yeah.
I'm on my 4th shirt. So now our director, Jimmy Moore, is going to prove I'm on my 4th.
Yeah, he's going to do the reruns.
I mean, Sexton thought, who plays here, that when the roof closed, it wouldn't go as far, but it seemed like you hit yours farther.
They were still traveling, but not as good.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a few line drives that earlier were staying up, and here they were just kind of top spinning down.
Meanwhile, you put up a touchdown and an extra point, and Sammy's got nothing so far. You're playing some good defense.
Sitting pretty.
Sammy's got to get in that groove.
Block that kick.
You're in the clubhouse.
Yeah.
It's like Tiger in the clubhouse.
Yeah, just watching everybody else sweat it out.
Said. Starting to keyhole him.
Yeah. He's a master at this thing. He can lock him in better than anybody.
The little nervousness in the crowd here now. Hey, did you feel? I mean, you had that great first round last year, and you never got the chance to win the whole thing.
I couldn't really get going. I was tired after that, and and of course I faced, like I said, the Manimal in the second round.
But now you prepared for the contest.
Yes.
Yeah, I had strategy.
You've seen the day where players are preparing for the home run contest.
A 15-round.
It's an art.
It's about. I've been working out. Had the towel.
With vitamins.
Sammy's got 4 outs and nothing to show
It's like
for
the
it.
whole take your vitamins and say your prayers.
Exactly. They told me it was hot in here. I went in the sauna, spent some extra time in the sauna, taking some dry hacks.
Well, Sammy's halfway to.
You're sitting pretty right now, buddy. Sammy's got to get hot.
Just like we saw Barry Bonds.
Never happened.
Yeah.
Aaron Stock is who you're playing for. Charlie Keegan, New Hampshireite, cheering for Sammy.
He's taking a little blow here.
Oh, yeah. Wait a minute, Tommy. Let me get.
He's bringing in the ringer. Bringing in the Wonder Boy.
Let's try and. Wait a minute.
He's
it says, you know what it says on there? It's out of the natural.
The Wonder Boy bat.
Yeah, he's changing back.
I'm going to have to protest. I'm going to protest.
He went to see Robert Redford for a moment.
Hope he put some stickum on that right now, so we'll all be eating it.
Yeah.
We're too close for that. How about it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. I guess this is a stunner more than anything else, guys.
Yeah, but he can get as hot as anybody, though. He can start throwing 6 or 7 out there in a row.
Running out of Dare We Stay in the Century 21 Home Run Derby. He's running out of real estate.
You've been waiting all night to say
that. Mike gives me the nod. I'm coming on in the finals, aren't I?
We've been so hot with those.
I got juiced after I heard the Spanish call. That's what happened.
That one's lathered.
Gone. All right, so it's 7-1. A rouge, a CFL rouge, a single point.
He almost hit Rick Sutcliffe.
And, you know, you can do that.
That's okay.
You can hit his head for anything else.
Tell you what, him in that Hawaiian shirt and the MasterCard sign are about the same.
We've been on the air too long. Hey, Jason, we've been on the air too long. I think Mike and Chris.
Oh, man. Sammy with 7 outs, only 1 homer.
Sammy's got to get hot.
Chase, you trained for it, you worked for it, you're 3 outs away.
If this was the first round, I would say
Adrian, I did it.
But this is the 3rd round, a little tough.
Yo, Adrian, I love it. You're representing Shamrock Meats in this thing, huh?
Oh, my goodness.
That's going to get under that one.
It's got 2 to go.
It's not going to carry, just 2 to go. You think you need to stay stepping out of the box.
Hold on, it's rubbing off here. Hold on. Give me a few of those.
Well,
no, I just think he's gassed right now.
Yeah, well, you know, you can get hot in the 1st round and hit 10 or 12 in a row, but I don't think you can do that in the 4th round. I mean, you just run out of gas.
Well, the thing is, I talked to Willie. Right there, and I told he slowed it down a little bit for me, too.
Good point. See, your strategy. See, look at it. Got some strategy.
I'm working it.
Came in with a technical plan and executed it to every detail.
And that's a good point.
Sosa needs 6 homers before he gets 1 out, or else we're sitting with the champ. How about that?
Nice.
There's your Aaron Stock. You're playing for that young lady from Ebensburg, Pennsylvania, Jace. She wins a $250,000 house.
I'll take it. Take it. The gift that keeps on giving.
Now, and this could be it. It's the center field bunt.
Thank you, guys.
Congratulations,
Thank you.
Jason Jumpy is your champion as Sammy Sosa could not come up with it in the final round. Aaron Stock got the house. Jason Jumpy gets the hardware. And we had one heck of a night, guys, of long ball. As that was consistency for a guy that's become one of the most consistent all-around hitters in baseball. Agree, fellas?
Well, I think he held up better than anyone else, and he had smart strategy. He said he told Willie Randolph to slow it down a little bit. I think that really worked in his favor.
But good to see you, man.
It's amazing how this contest just keeps evolving.
Right.
It's getting like an event. It's getting like the U.S. Open.
Blast-offs,
exactly.
Right? So here's what he did, guys. That he hit longer as it went on. He told me last night he was looking to get 20. He did that. So Jason Jumpy has won it. Rich Eisen is with the commissioner and the champion. Rich?
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Now here to present Jason Giambi with the trophy for being the champion of the Century 21 Home Run Derby of 2002 is the commissioner of baseball, Bud Selig.
Thank you very much, Rich. Well, Jason, congratulations. This is a wonderful night for you. Your performance was wonderful. On behalf of Century 21, here is the great trophy.
Jason Giambi, you tried to break through in Seattle, but I guess Milwaukee's your town.
Hey, I love it. It was unbelievable, you know, just to get a chance to participate in again. And Willie Randolph was unbelievable, just tossing him in there. And it was great to put on a show for the fans.
And let me introduce to you somebody who you really made very happy tonight. Aaron Stock of Evansburg, Pennsylvania, along with Van Davis, president of Century 21, and John Greenleaf, the executive vice president of marketing of Century 21, presenting Aaron with the key to her new home. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Thank you. I just thank God, first of all, for bringing us here and for letting us win this house. It's so awesome. Thank you, God. Thank you.
And thank you, Jason Giambi, the winner of the Century 21 Home Run Derby. Back to you, Chris.
All right, Rich Eisen, thank you very much. Well, Jason Giambi right up there with the big guy, huh?
Well,
She had her priorities straight, but
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
she did thank Jason, and that's what a great contest.
Mike, we enjoyed it. Thanks
That
for
was
joining
fun.
us again. Good luck tomorrow night.
Thank you very much.
Joe Morgan, we see something new every year.
It's been fun.
Good being with you guys. For Mike
All right.
Piazza, Joe Morgan, Rich Eisen, and all of us here, I'm Chris Berman. Thanks for watching here from Milwaukee, our Century 21 Home Run Derby. The Radio Shack softball game next.
Welcome to the 2002 Radio Shack All-Star.